At the bottom five, you have, in my prediction, it's going to be the Utah Jazz at number 15. This team definitely has a lot to work on. There is no clear alpha on that team. They have Lauri Markkanen there, in my opinion, just collecting dust, and a cast of, a motley crew of people really on that squad. So there's a lot of young guys that are going to be fighting to make a name for themselves. So I don't know what the identity of that team is. I don't think they know either. So it seems like another tanky year for that team. And for that reason, I think that the Utah Jazz will be dead last in the Western Conference. Now, what we're going to do too is look at the over-under on the projected win total for these teams. So we base this off Hard Rock Bets odds, for what they predict the win total is going to be. And in this case, the prediction was that the Utah Jazz would have 18.5 wins. And last season they had 17 wins, so they fall right in that range. I'm going to have to bet that it would be under. I think they will probably win 16 or 17 games again. I don't think that they win more than 18 games this upcoming season because there's too many variables that need to go their way. So my prediction is Utah Jazz dead last and under 18.5 wins. Coming in at number 14, I think it's the Sacramento Kings. I think that last season they might have won 40 games, but I think they take a deeper fall this year and they come out number 14th in the West. The West is going to be a really tough conference, and they don't really have guys on that roster that outside of putting up stats, by Levine, they don't know what they're going to do with Malik Monk. There's just too many question marks on that team right now, and the way it's constructed, I don't think that team is going to be anything outside of the bottom five, but I'm actually predicting they're going to be the second worst team in the West. So yeah, the projected wins was 37.5. I think that they win way less than 37 games. So I'm going to have to go under on that. So I think that the Kings are going to have a rough season ahead. So sorry for Kings fans. They're not going to be lighting the beam that much in this upcoming season. And now coming in at number 13, I'm going to say it's the New Orleans Pelicans. I really don't know what's going to happen with Zion Williamson. He's obviously shown that he struggles to play an entire season and have extended periods of performing for that team. So that alone makes it very difficult for that team to perform at its highest potential. They do have Herb Jones and Trey Murphy and a few other guys that are promising, especially with the rookie class coming in. But you can't bank on the rookie class leading to higher performance than they had last season. They won 21 games last season. This year they're predicted to win 31.5. I don't think that they get to that marker. I think that they get under 31 wins this year, and they come in at number 13 in the West. Now for number 12, I think this is a team that's on its way up, that they're doing things in a positive direction, and I think it's the Portland Trail Blazers. I would say the Trail Blazers would come in at number 12. They're predicted to win 33.5 games, and I think that they could win around 34 or 35 games. So I would bet the over in that sense for that team. I think Chauncey Billups is starting to turn the corner as a head coach. I think that they made some moves and have some players on that roster that can actually, produce wins for them. Denny Advija, you have Scoot Henderson that seems to be starting to perform a little bit better. Yang Hansen now being drafted, I think that's going to add some depth, along with Klingon at the center. So I like their depth at the center position. And I think that they have enough on that roster. And we'll see if Drew Holiday stays on that roster and they, actually use him. And now actually Dame going back, and even though he won't play, he'll be, a voice in that locker room and someone that can provide some of that veteran perspective to those players. I think that's going to be helpful to them. So I think that things are trending in the right direction, and I expect that the Trailblazers will be in a position to take a step up this season and rank number 12 outside of the playoffs. But hey, they got to take baby steps. And then at number 11, I'm going to predict that the Phoenix Suns come in and probably, we'll have maybe over 30.5 wins. That's what the line is at right now. So 30.5 is what the prediction is. I think that they could win a little bit more than that, but I think it's still to put them outside of the play-in. There's just really, I don't know, outside of Devin Booker, who's going to take that step up on that roster. Bradley Beal's now out. They added a few other guys that, very deep at the guard position, but they lack a lot of depth when it comes to the center and the the front court. So we'll see how they use that their current roster construction to compete in the West. But I do think that the Suns will struggle, but they'll probably beat that prediction of 30.5 wins. I think I would put them over on that, maybe winning 31, 32 wins if things go well in that way. That's pretty much my rundown for the bottom 5 of the West.